What's going on, everybody? Justin here to do my SmackDown Live June 27th, 2017 review. Why am I doing a review again? I did one last week. Well, I'm doing it again because of the main event. We were going to see an official winner of the first ever Miss Money in the Bank women's ladder match. This was the rematch tonight. So that's why I'm doing a review, because of the Money in the Bank match as the main event. And Lana and Naomi took place. Even though that was quicker than a hiccup. My goodness, that match was quick. But here we go with my SmackDown Live review for June 27th, 2017. We had a SmackDown Live women's title match, and we had the Money in the Bank women's rematch. So it was a big SmackDown Live. That's why I'm doing a review. Next week, I doubt I'll do a review. Here we go. I need to get off this Twitter. I don't want to be reading it when I'm doing a review. So, up first, we had Daniel Bryan, the general manager. Daniel Bryan came out. The guy's super over, got a huge pop. Daniel Bryan comes out. So many yes chants, many yes chants. And he goes and he says, I'm proud that tonight we're going to have a winner. He says, I'm proud that the women's evolution is here on SmackDown Live, and that we're going to crown a Money in the Bank winner for SmackDown Live. Because nobody had the briefcase. Nobody has a briefcase. Carmella interrupts Daniel Bryan. Carmella's music hits. She is pissed. She comes out, gets on the mic, rips Daniel Bryan apart, saying, I don't understand. She's saying, I do not understand. She says the match had no rules. And she says there was interference before, so I don't understand why I don't have my briefcase right now and why it's hanging above my head. She says I should have it with me right now. Daniel Bryan goes, no. He says to the fans, Daniel Bryan says, should I cancel the match and just hand it to Carmella? The fans were chanting, no, no. They didn't want to see that. No. To just Daniel handing it back to Carmella. Then Ellsworth, E.T. Ellsworth, gets on the mic. The fans don't want to hear from him. They start chanting immediately, Ellsworth sucks. Ellsworth sucks. That was cool. I like that chant. Ellsworth then gets in Daniel Bryan's face. And Ellsworth starts making fun of Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call it, making fun of him, ripping him because he can't wrestle. WWE won't allow him to. Their doctor won't clear him, even though I think every other doctor he's went to, he's been cleared by. He's been cleared by UCLA doctors, some of the best concussion doctors probably in the world. They cleared him. And many other doctors have cleared him. So Ellsworth makes fun of Daniel Bryan, saying you can't even wrestle, something like that. Let me just go off topic here and rant. Vince, if you're not going to let Bryan wrestle by next year, before his contract is up, if you don't let him wrestle 1 or 2 matches, the guy's going to just let his contract run out. And yes, you can offer him a new contract where you'll probably want to pay him $600,000 or close to $1 million to stay and not wrestle. But Bryan is not going to take a new contract. He's not going to sign a new contract to stay in WWE when he can't wrestle. Daniel Bryan, to me, seems like the kind of guy that is not going to stay there just to make a lot of money and just sit on his ass and not be able to wrestle. The guy's passion is pro wrestling. His passion is getting in that ring, lacing up the boots, putting on the tights, and wrestling for a living. Just going to turn the TV off. So Daniel Bryan, his passion is pro wrestling. His love, his obsession is pro wrestling, and I believe Daniel Bryan is obsessed with stepping back into the ring. The guy's not 40 years old yet. The guy's still in his prime. Even guys in their 40s, a lot of them you're still in your prime in your 40s. At least early 40s, you're still in your prime as a wrestler. So Daniel Bryan, the guy is not. If you believe the guy's going to just stay retired for the rest of his life before he's 40 years old or 45, if you think he's not going to wrestle, you're stupid. Because the guy is going to wrestle again. And if it's not in the WWE, if WWE doesn't let him wrestle in their company, he's going to just leave, not sign a new contract, because he knows he can leave. He can go to New Japan. He could go to Ring of Honor, get a big contract. He can make a lot of money. If he doesn't go to Ring of Honor or New Japan, he could go to the Indies and make a ton of money. But he can make more in New Japan or Ring of Honor. He could be in both those companies because they work together. So he could work for both. Because they have a working arrangement. So Vince, if you don't capitalize and push a Daniel Bryan return to the ring next year, the guy's going to just leave your ass and go work for another major company like Ring of Honor or New Japan. He's going to go work for them because the guy wants to wrestle. The guy's not going to take a huge contract to just not wrestle. I doubt it. I don't think he's in wrestling for the money. Yes, he's making a ton of money now by not wrestling. But I think he would take no big money to just leave and want to be able to wrestle again. And if he does wrestle again somewhere else, I don't have any worry. I don't have any doubts that he'll be fine. I don't think he'll get himself injured. I don't think he'll have a concussion. Even though New Japan and Ring of Honor could be stiff, and he could suffer a concussion, I think he'll be okay. So back onto my review now. Daniel Bryan says, James Ellsworth, I could fire you right now, but I'm not gonna. He says, instead, you are banned, not just from the match, you are banned from the arena. That got a huge pop. So first match of the night was the Usos against the Hype Bros. I guess if the Hype Bros won, they would become #1 contenders. The Usos win, and I didn't care. I like the Hype Bros. I'm happy Zack Ryder's back, but I dislike the Usos a lot. So I wasn't happy to see them win. So that makes sense. The Hype Bros are probably going to break up before SummerSlam, and Mojo versus Zack Ryder will probably happen at SummerSlam or on the kickoff, because SummerSlam is going to be like a 5 or 6 hour show again, including the kickoff. It'll be probably 6 hours. So they're going to have to book a lot of matches, like probably 9 or 10 or 11 matches. So Hype Bros lose, then out comes the New Day. They cut a promo and talk about how they want a rematch at Battleground for the tag titles. The Usos get on the mic and say, you don't deserve a rematch, we just beat your ass at Money in the Bank. Well, no, you didn't. You were counted out. Did you forget, you stupid Usos? You were counted out. You didn't beat their ass and win. You were counted out. You ran away like a coward because you're scared that the New Day was going to take your titles. So New Day's out, and as I said, they want a rematch at Battleground. Then Kofi does a little battle rap up against the Usos, rips them apart on the mic. That was great. So I'm sure at Battleground we're going to get the Usos and New Day for the tag titles. So then we go to the interrogation. Breezango interrogating the Ascension. The Ascension sitting at a little round table. They got a spotlight under them. And before they did the interrogation, they did a video package. It was like Miami Vice. It was pretty damn funny. I like what they're doing with Bree's angle. It's entertaining as hell. So Ascension says they didn't attack Tyler. We didn't do it. We didn't attack them. We're not the ones that attacked them. Fandango lays down tickets on the table, says there are tickets to Eddie Money. I didn't even know Eddie Money was still alive, but I guess he is. So, anyways, the Ascension say we can't take those tickets because we're in the thrash metal. That is pretty funny stuff. Then they go back to their office. Breezango go to their office and it's destroyed. Someone destroyed their office and nobody knows who. They go back in the interrogation room with the Ascension. And Tyler says, the Ascension's right here. They couldn't have done it. So it's a mystery. Who attacked Tyler Breeze and who destroyed their office? So then at the end of the segment, the Ascension take the Eddie Money tickets. Like, they want to go to the show now. That is pretty funny. So up next, we had the Women's Championship. SmackDown Live Women's title. Naomi defending against Lana. The ravishing Russian Lana getting her rematch from Money in the Bank, even though she lost. So Naomi, Lana, I was expecting it to go at least over 5 minutes, and it did not. It lasted about 2 minutes. Lana attacked Naomi in the beginning, and again, Lana, she looked smoking hot. Lana attacks Naomi in the beginning, then Naomi takes over, hits a split-legged moonsault, 1, 2, 3, Naomi wins and retains just like that. It was way too quick, way too fast. Should have went longer. 2 minutes. It lasted like 2 or 3 minutes, and I doubt I could last that long with Lana because she's that hot. But anyways, Naomi wins, retains the title. Becky Lynch interview next. We had a Becky Lynch interview saying how she's happy. Daniel Bryan did the right thing and put the Money in the Bank match back on to start it over. So it's good to hear from Becky. Then we had Aiden English come out in the ring. And he started singing, doing his damn singing gimmick. It's pretty funny, but it's kind of stupid. Aiden English singing, then Randy Orton's music hits. Randy Orton comes out, they go to a commercial. Then during the commercial, Randy Orton RKO's Aiden English. Randy Orton is waiting in the ring saying, I'm not leaving here till I get a rematch with Jinder because he attacked my family. Stuff like that. Shane McMahon comes out. Shane McMahon's music hits. Shane O'Mac, the commissioner, comes out, says, Randy, you can't be out here all night. You're interrupting SmackDown Live. The whole show's not about you, stuff like that. Then Orton starts saying to Shane, I want Jinder again for the WWE title. And Shane disagrees that he doesn't deserve or doesn't just get another title shot. And then Shane just gives in. Shane just taps out to Randy Orton and says, okay, I see the look in your eyes. I understand it because I was that angry before. I understand the look in your eyes. So you do get, I'm going to give you a WWE Championship title rematch against Jinder. That was stupid. I didn't like that. Shane McMahon just gave in and gave Randy what he wanted. So then Shane said, before that, Randy says to Shane, what are you going to do to get me out of the ring? What are you going to do? What are you going to fire me? Stuff like that. Then out comes and Shane says, Jinder, you get a title shot at Battleground, but Jinder gets to pick the stipulation. So then Jinder's music hits. He comes out and shocker. What a shocker. I already knew this was happening because I read about it online. It was rumored that they were going to do a Punjabi prison match. I can't even say it right, but Punjabi prison match that Great Khali came up with, which was god-awful. Great Khali was supposed to be in a Punjabi Prison against The Undertaker at Great American Bash, I think 07 or 10 years ago. I know that match debuted 10 years ago. But then it's Undertaker Big Show for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because Khali was injured and couldn't be in the Punjabi Prison. Who knows? That little door they open in the ring to get to escape, Great Khali probably couldn't climb under it. That's probably why he couldn't be in it. Anyways, Punjabi Prison match. They've had 2 of them. And they're both in 07, 10 years ago. So Jinder says, it's you and me, Orton, in the Punjabi Prison at Battleground. I hope it's entertaining, but I'm not expecting that it will be. Maybe it'll surprise me and it'll be a very good gimmick match. At least the Punjabi Prison isn't as bad as the gimmick matches that Vince Russo has come up with. That guy's an idiot. He came up with some of the absolute worst gimmick matches in wrestling history, like Viagra on a pole, Judy Bagwell on a forklift, god-awful gimmick matches, a pinata match. He came up with a pinata match for the Cruiserweights in WCW, which was god-awful and kind of racist, because he had all Mexican luchadors in the match, and then he calls it a pinata match. It was stupid as hell. And God, it was awful. WCW in 2000 was god awful. The only thing that made me keep watching is guys like Booker T and Sting. And that was it. So Punjabi Prison, it's not a good idea. It's not a good gimmick match, but it's not as bad as some of the ideas Vince Russo has come up with. It's not the worst gimmick match in history. Probably the worst gimmick match in history was a Kennel from Hell match at Unforgiven 99 between Al Snow and Big Boss Man, where they were locked inside the ring with a steel cage, and then they escaped the steel cage and the Hell in the Cell was around them. It was god-awful. That's probably the worst gimmick. I don't know. That's not worse than Viagra on a pole. Viagra on a pole, that's what I think of that. But Punjabi Prison isn't as bad as probably like 5 other gimmick matches I couldn't name. So up next, AJ Styles backstage with Daniel Bryan talking to him about wanting to get a U.S. title shot against Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens shows up in the segment. Then Daniel Bryan says, okay, but your open challenge is, Kevin, should be for everybody. Kevin disagrees, and then Daniel Bryan says next week, 4th of July SmackDown, we're going to have an Independence Day Battle Royal, and AJ Styles, you're in it. AJ's happy about that. I hope AJ wins it. And if whoever wins the Independence Day Battle Royal, whoever wins it goes to Battleground to get a U.S. title shot. That's stupid. Whoever wins the Independence Day Battle Royal should get a title shot the same night on the 4th of July. To me, that'd be better. Up next, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin. Before them, it was Mike and Maria came out. Made an appearance. I missed it because I had to use the restroom. So Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, and Zayn we trust, but the guy lost again. Even though he won a couple matches before this, Sami Zayn lost again. Baron Corbin wins when he hits the end of days. 1, 2, 3, it's over. And Corbin is Mr. Money in the Bank. Nakamura, they show Nakamura backstage watching the match. Then Nakamura is interviewed, and I think Dasha interviewed him and says, would you like to take on Baron Corbin in the future? And he looked like he wanted to. So at Battleground, we're probably going to get Corbin, Nakamura. That should be pretty good. Main event time. Money in the Bank rematch for the women's briefcase. It was very good. It was better, I thought, than the Money in the Bank pay-per-view match for the women because they didn't get that much time. And they did more. They actually did more stuff in this SmackDown Money in the Bank match than they did at the pay-per-view. They did more. And it was better, it was more entertaining. Becky was hitting everybody with suplexes, exploder suplexes. Some suplex where she grabbed Carmella's arm through her legs and picked her up and suplexed her. Becky was on the straight fire tonight. And Charlotte and Natalya are probably going to start a program and start a feud because Natalya dumped Charlotte into the crowd, threw her into the crowd, and was fighting her in the crowd, on top of her punching her. So they're probably going to have a feud in matches. That'll be damn good. I would love to see Natalya, Charlotte at Battleground one-on-one. Tamina had a good showing, but she wasn't going to win. No way in hell. Carmella had a good showing. And then at the end, Ellsworth gets back in the arena. Ellsworth gets back in, climbs the ladder, does the exact same thing he did at Money in the Bank. He climbs up the ladder. Carmella's going like this on the ground, sitting by the mat under the ladder, going like this, drop it to me, drop it to me. Ellsworth goes up. Becky interferes. Becky kicks and takes out not Charlotte. Becky kicks Carmella, takes her out for a second. Then Becky pushes the ladder over James Ellsworth. His legs, bam, he straddles the top rope, gets taken out, falls to the outside. I love that. And Becky starts climbing to the top, and Carmella grabs her leg, pulls her down. Becky looks like she injured her right knee when she fell down to the mat and landed on her feet. Looked like she injured her leg. But she fights off Carmella again. Becky starts climbing the ladder again. But Carmella this time gets in the ring with a chair, hits her in the back of the injured leg, hits her on the back with the chair. Carmella climbs up the ladder. Everybody's taken out. Nobody's getting back in the ring. Everybody's out. Carmella goes up the ladder, gets the briefcase down. Carmella, your first ever Miss Money in the Bank winner is Carmella. I'm happy for her. I wanted Charlotte or Natalya, but I'm happy that Carmella's winning because she's young and she's like new blood. I think she's the youngest person that was in this match. I believe she is the youngest. So I'm glad they're pushing different women, different people, and Carmella hasn't really been pushed before to be a number one contender. So I'm glad they're pushing Carmella. I would have been happy if Becky won. I would have been happy if Charlotte won or Natalya. I would have not been happy if Tamina won because she doesn't need it at all. She didn't even need to be in the match, really. So, Miss Money in the Bank, first ever winner is Carmella. Carmella wins it. If you missed it, if you missed the match, I'd suggest you try to watch it and find it somewhere and watch it. Maybe you can find it on YouTube. Watch the match. This ends my SmackDown Live June 27th, 2017 review. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out my live reaction to the Money in the Bank rematch. I did another live reaction for it. I did a live reaction during Money in the Bank for it. But I did another one tonight. And it was pretty entertaining. When I was doing that live reaction, I thought the match was good and entertaining. Grade, I give this SmackDown Live a grade of, I'd give it a B+. I enjoyed it. The only part that was boring to me was Jinder coming out and talking. And I didn't like how Naomi Lana ended so quickly, but whatever. I'm not upset with Naomi retaining. I hope she has a long title run. Maybe Carmella will cash in at SummerSlam and take the title from Naomi. I don't know. But I'm glad Naomi's still champion. I still love Lana. And I hope they let Lana wrestle more. and more and more and more, so she gets better and better. So bye for now, everybody. Follow me on Twitter. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. This was my SmackDown June 27th review. Carmella is officially the Money in the Bank winner, and she can cash in up to a year. Bye for now.